What up, guys? Everybody wants a pull-up, right? So today I decided to make a video for those that have not yet achieved their first pull-up and those that maybe have gotten 1 or 2 pull-ups but cannot seem to be progressing further. I have some tips for you as well. So first of all, the pull-up is going to start with a pronated grip, meaning your knuckles are going to be facing up, your palm is going to be essentially facing down. Okay, this right here, this grip, that is going to be a chin up. So the pull up oftentimes feels a lot harder for people because you're using a lot more back strength and you're not able to use your biceps as much in an actual pull up. So to be able to actually use our back muscles the way we want to in a pull up, we're going to have to know how to activate our back muscles. And it starts with the scapulas. You may have heard of this exercise before, but there is such thing called a scapula pull up, and you want to be able to do that first before you actually go ahead and try practicing your regular pull-ups. The scapula pull-ups pretty much just involves pulling the shoulder blades down like you're trying to tuck them in your back pocket without bending the elbows. So it's really just kind of activating those shoulders, pulling them back and down, and then relaxing. If you're a brand new beginner at the pull-up or have never heard of any scapular exercises, I would recommend trying this on the ground first. You can do this on the knees or on the toes, but essentially just practicing scapula push-ups is a way to kind of get familiar with where those scapulas are and be able to actually learn to activate them. Second step for a beginner would be to use rings or bands like I have here in this video to basically pull your shoulder blades together behind you and then release again. So that's going to be a scapula ring row or just a scapula banded row. As you can see here, when I put the full movement together and do a full banded row, I initiate the movement with my scapulas, but I don't divide it into 2 segments. I make sure that it's one fluid motion, and that's going to be translatable into the pull-up as well. So now if you've found your scapulas and you know where those babies are and how to use them, and you are past the point of practicing your banded rows, and you want to bring it up to the rig, this is going to be great for those that have only a couple pull-ups and maybe that aren't that pretty. So there is such thing as a Scapula Pull Up Plus, which is one step further than just the Scapula pull-ups. These are essentially the same thing as doing a half pull-up. So the goal here is just to make sure that you have that fluid motion between the first initial pull with your scapulas and then actually pulling your chin up towards the bar. So as you can see here in this video, I'm initiating the movement once again by pulling down my shoulder blades, and then in one fluid motion, I'm bringing my chin up about halfway to the bar. So that's a good one for a lot of people that may only have 1 or 2 pull-ups, and then after that they get really ugly. So you can usually do these up to 6 reps or so and get a good quality set in and really practice that fluid motion between initiating with your back muscles, your shoulders, and then actually getting your chin up towards the bar. Eventually you should be able to do the full-on pull-up from there. So you may do some practice sets where you do 1 to 2 full pull-ups, and then you continue your set by just doing 3 to 4 more Scapula Pull-Up Plus. Okay, so that way you're not breaking your set, you're not breaking your form, you're just doing what you can with quality, and then you're continuing on there with the scapula pull-ups. One more huge tip I have for the person that is a little more advanced in their pull-ups and already has 2 or 3 under their belt would be to incorporate more negative reps. Okay, so eccentric pull-ups, essentially just focusing on the lowering portion of the pull-up. And why this is so great is because really in any given strength exercise, we can lower about 30 to 40% more than we can lift. Okay, so you're a lot more stronger on the eccentric portion of the pull-up than you are on the actual pulling. It's crazy because a lot of people miss this portion of the pull-up in general. They just do a pull-up and then they throw themselves off the bar and then they've missed half the rep, okay, where you can actually build the most strength. So never miss that when you're doing real pull-ups, okay? Always make sure you're lowering down all the way completely. And I'm not talking these half reps where you come down halfway and then drop off the bar. You are missing a significant chance there to build strength. So when you're practicing your pull-ups, I wouldn't recommend doing too many of these, but incorporating sets of maybe 3 to 4 negative pull-ups and then taking a significant rest can drastically increase your strength in pull-ups in general. Okay, so those are all my tips. Hope they helped you guys out, and don't worry, all right? If you feel like you got a long way to go with your pull-ups, it is possible. Just be patient, and if you're a beginner, make sure you're including a lot of exercises that just include the word row. Okay, every time you hear that word, that's going to be incorporating the same muscles or similar muscles that you're going to be using for the pull-up. All right, so lots of rows. Work on the scapular activation exercises. and reach out if you need any more help. I'm happy to give out more tips. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.